Hi everyone, my name is Corp Cosplay, and today we are going to talk about the gifts you can buy the cosplayer in your life. This is for cosplayers out there who may know other cosplayers, but this is also for family and friends who just don't understand what cosplay is, but they're close enough to the person who is a cosplayer that they want to make sure to get them something that they want and that they're not just buying them a gift card or something like that. So I'm here as the intermediate to explain to you what these cosplayers may want, and maybe this will give you some ideas of what to get them for either a birthday, Christmas, holidays, whatever. So let's get into it. So specifically, these gifts are not going to be things that you would think of normally. If someone is a cosplayer who uses a lot of foam is obviously an easy one, X-Acto knives and stuff like that. That's the normal stuff they probably already have. I want to go into stuff that you probably haven't thought of that might make their lives a lot easier that they may not even think of. So let's get into the first one. The big one I want to talk about, foam. One of the biggest things that is a problem when using foam is cutting a circle. This is so hard. It is so hard to get an X-Acto knife and cut an exact circle. If it's a big one, it's one thing. When you get down to little tiny details, it becomes a giant pain in the butt. So what can you get them? Well, you can get the metal hole cutters. Metal hole cutters are exactly what they sound like. They're metal, kind of like cookie cutters in various sizes. And what you're going to do is you're going to take it, put a little bit of force on it, force it into the foam, give it some spins, and it is going to cut a perfect circle out. It makes life so much easier. I got a set about a year ago and I use them all the time. It is so easier. It's so much easier than sitting there trying to cut this perfect circle out with an X-Acto knife. It is infuriating. I've had to use a Dremel to sand it down. Just get a set of these. They're actually not that expensive. I'm going to put a link, all of this stuff in the description so you guys can pick up a set for the cosplayer in your life. Going off of, again, more foam, because that's what I use the most, if they have a Dremel or a rotary tool, that is a great thing to have. However, you can make it a bit better, and that is with a Dremel extension. Basically what this Dremel extension is going to be, it is an extra cord that links onto the end of your Dremel and gives you a nice, small, handheld piece that you can easily use. Me, personally, I have very small baby hands, so using a bigger Dremel is a little tedious, not too hard, but it would be nice to have something smaller. This nice small flex arm makes things a lot easier. You can pick them up at a lot of locations. It works just like a regular Dremel. It just gives you a little bit easier movability when you're trying to sand things. Another choice for the cosplayer in your life that is a foamsmither is a cutting mat. Now, this is something that is very, very, very important. Now, why is a cutting mat important? Well, because you're going to be using a lot of knives cutting foam. And if you're using a table or any type of thing that is supposed to be nice and clean, you will probably sooner or later cut through the foam and into the table. I used to have a glass table when I first met my wife, and I cosplayed on that table because I didn't have a cutting mat at that point, and I cut up that table so bad that we left it at the apartment when we moved because we couldn't use it anymore. It had slashes all over it. So picking up a cutting mat is a great thing to have. What you're going to do is you're going to lay it on the table, and when you cut through your foam, you're going to cut into it, and it's going to self-heal itself. So you will always be able to cut on it. I've had this one for probably the past 10 years, and it is still going strong. I might pick up another one because I've slopped paint on it and stuff, but they last a very long time. So great investment for any foamsmither in your life. Another great thing to get a foamsmith cosplayer in your life is Plaid FX paint. Now, this is not a sponsorship. This is just a great product that I've used. What this is a great acrylic paint that is different than any other acrylic because it has latex in it. It is a flexible paint. Why is this important? Well, with foam, there are some pieces that are going to move a bit, or they're going to bend, or they're going to flex a bit. This paint works way better than any other one because it has that elasticity and it will flex with the foam. It will not crack like regular acrylic. So Plaid FX paint comes in many different colors, many different shades. There's shiny, there's matte, there's all different stuff. Check them out online. They're available in many different hobby stores. They will make your cosplay stand out way more than it probably does now. Last but not least, the cosplayer in your life who works with foam is probably wanting to upgrade their painting skills. And while you can do a lot with brushes nowadays to make things even better, you can get them an airbrush. Now, back in the day when I first started cosplaying, you had to buy a giant compressor with a giant cord that made a whole lot of racket. Technology, thankfully, has come a long way in that since then, and now you can pick up ones with a little compressor that makes barely any noise. It is so much easier to get an airbrush nowadays, and you can usually find them with paints and a whole bunch of other stuff on various websites. Like I said, there'll be links for all these things down below. This will upgrade your cosplay in many different ways. This will make your paint stand out from the competition. With most brushes, you will usually see brush strokes. This will make it flawless. It'll make it look professional. This will be a game changer for your cosplay. Let's go through them one last time so you can make sure to have your list ready. You can get them hole cutters, which are the metal rings to make perfect circles in your foam cosplay. You then want to talk about Dremel extensions. There are lots of different Dremel extensions out there, and they will help you with your ease of sanding your cosplay. You're then going to get a cutting mat. Cutting mats will save your tables. That will make things a lot happier for your significant other or anyone else who may be needing to use that table. When you want to upgrade your paints, Plaid FX with the elasticity in the latex in the paint will make your cosplays a lot cooler. And last but not least, if you want the big upgrade, an airbrush will upgrade your cosplays to a professional level. Folks, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and we will be back next time to talk more about cosplay in the near future. My name is Myers Corp Cosplay. Take care.